Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy J Mega here with the movie review for the movie Fast 5. It came out this past weekend or this weekend. I just finished seeing it. Um, a quick how I usually give my out of 10. I give it about an 8. Um, and so now going to really why. I thought it was, again, just like with a lot of the movies. Now I'm gonna tell you straight up, with summer movies, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I go see summer movies, my expectations are very high on style over substance. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people who, with certain summer movies, I know what I'm getting into. I know what I'm going to see. I know what I'm going there for. So I'm gonna tell you right now, Fast and Furious or Fast 5. If Here's my thing, if you don't like any of the other Fast and Furious movies, don't go see this. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you're not really, and me personally, I'm not extremely into cars, but the fact that the Dodge Charger and Challenger were basically like the big feature cars of this thing. That's another reason why I like this one. If if you're not really into cars, if you want, I say it's decent acting. There's definitely some parts where I was like, oh god, this is really bad. But you know, um, if you're just looking for a mindless action movie with good with a few good racing scenes and really cool cars and hot women and you know everybody's got one-liners and all this other stuff, if that's what you're going for, I say definitely go see this movie. Um, but if you're going because you're looking for something great, then you haven't been paying attention to the other Fast and Furious movies, have you? So the reason why I give it an 8 out of 10, there's a couple of things. Is not as much about the racing anymore, which kind of disappoints me. There's really only one scene where there was really like a real like race off going on, and that's I wish there was maybe one or two more scenes of an actual race going on, which is basically what the premise of the whole Fast and Furious thing was in the beginning, was people racing against each other, putting things up for high stakes. That's what it used to be. Now it's more so we're dealing with all these other family dynamics and honor and loving each other and all this other stuff. So it's like you're dealing with a bunch of other things here, but at the core of it is still about the cars, which is always the good thing. As far as the acting, it's really not all that new. As far as The Rock, The Rock, he needs to do a little bit better. I think, honestly, sadly enough, I think some of the best acting he's actually done was actually before, when he was doing like stuff like Walking Tall and The Rundown, like those movies. This one, he definitely has his moments where it's like, well, what the fuck, Rock? Was like, what are you even talking about? But or the way he delivers his lines, during some of them, during some scenes, is kind of iffy. But for the most part, he's not that bad. Definitely not really in any worse shape than anybody else in the movie, really. So I mean, there's really no real great actor in any of these in anywhere in this movie. So you take it for what it is. But Vin Diesel, very good. Paul Walker is kind of as usual. Um, it's definitely a movie that I'm saying, don't go for, if you're expecting some kind of great plot line, because there are plot holes and there's different things going on that really don't make a whole lot of sense. Physics on a lot of things and is thrown out of the window. So, I tell you, it's like, hey, just when you go watch this movie, turn your brain off, say, okay, I'm coming in here, I'm going to watch some really cool cars smash each other up, and You know, I'm going to see some hot women. There's some funny jokes, you know, and boom, that's it. And also, another thing I tell you is you definitely need to watch this during around the first week or so. Like a lot of these summer movies, and a lot of people don't know this, summer movies are better to watch when you have a full audience. It really is. Most summer movies, if you watch them out of the context of a full audience, they're really not all that good. Like you start seeing all the other little bad things about them that you are like, oh god, it's like this really is a bad movie. Like when you have an audience around you, just like if you were to go to a play and you were to see this play without anybody else and you were just going to see it, you know, by yourself, you know, I think, you know, it's definitely one of those things where you really need to see this movie. You really need to see this movie, you know, with an audience, or at least with a group of friends, something like that. It makes the whole entire experience a whole lot better. So that's my review. You know, I say definitely go check it out. You know, it's definitely a man's movie. It's definitely a guy movie. Like I said before, it's definitely a lot of full testosterone level. But you know, women like to do. My girlfriend, she loved it. She loved it, but that's also because she is in love with seeing The Rock take his shirt off and stuff. So, and she loves Vin Diesel, so whatever. But yeah, I say, hey man, go see it. Don't see it in IMAX. Don't pay all that money for that. This movie isn't worth like 10, 12, 15 bucks, however much ever it costs for IMAX. Don't pay that. Just go see it at a matinee or, you know, something like that. So, alright YouTube, next week is Thor, alright? So, peace out YouTube.